Hello, this is Dorcas Domingo from Innovated Sheets PH, and this is going to be our first class para sa mga beginners ng Google Spreadsheet. So, first and foremost, para makapag-access ka sa isang Google Drive where you will store your Google Sheet files, you have to be logged in into a Google account. So, the fastest way to do that is to create a Gmail account. Just go to gmail.com and create an account for yourself, and then makikita mo tong similar logo dun sa Gmail mo. It's a 3x3 dot grid. Just click on it and go to Google Drive. So, ito sa Google Drive, dito natin i-store yung ating mga Google Sheets files, and you can create folders and other Google Workspace files. Dito mo siya po pwedeng i-organize. You can simply right-click on your screen and then click on Google Sheets para makapag-pull up ka ng isang Google Sheets template na blanco. Or you can simply go to sheet.new. As long as logged in ka sa isang Gmail account or Google account, pwede ka makapag-create ng isang blank spreadsheet file. Once we are already here, create ka muna ng title para sa spreadsheet mo. So, let's just name our spreadsheet. Lesson 1. There we go. Okay? So, sa Google Sheets, just like sa Microsoft Excel, meron tayong tinatawag na columns and rows. And in between, sa mga columns and rows, ay yung tinatawag natin na cell. Okay? So, kung saan ka pumipindot, ayan, yung mga pinipindot mo na yan, that is a cell. So, yung columns natin ay si A, B, C, D, E. Ayan, hanggang dito sa dulo. You can add more columns. And then, yung ating mga rows ay si 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yan, hanggang sa pinakababa. So, ang default size is from A to Z yung columns. And then, yung rows ay from 1 to 1,000. You can add more columns and rows by simply clicking on right-click, yan. And then, you can insert a row above or insert a column to the left. It's really up to you. You can also select the whole column. And then, meron dito, insert one column to the left or insert one column to the right. Or you can select two columns like so. Insert two columns to the left. Insert two columns to the right. Click ka ng 4 na columns. Insert 4 columns to the left or insert 4 columns to the right. And the same goes sa mga rows. So, ito, pag kinilik mo yan, isang row lang yung pwede mong idagdag sa taas or sa baba. Or if you select multiple rows, ayan. So, depende sa kung ilan yung sinelect mo na rows, mag-a-adjust yung isa-suggest sa'yo. So, insert 6 rows above or insert 6 rows below. So, yung isang cell is meron siyang pangalan. Yung cell, it's composed of the column name and the row number. So, right now, we are in column E. So, we type in E. And then, we are in row 11. So, we're gonna write 11. So, itong si cell na to, this is cell E11. And you can actually see it right here sa name box. Like so. Ayan. So, you would know kung nasang part ng iyong spreadsheet. Which column are you and which row you are in. And then right here, you will see the value. It could be a text, it could be a number, it could be a formula. So, kung ano man yung isinulat mo dito. Okay? So, maganda na kapag ikaw ay gumagawa ng isang Google Spreadsheet, it should be easily understood and easily interpreted even by people na hindi marunong gumamit ng spreadsheet. So, right now, try muna natin gumawa ng isang table. So, very, very important ang paggawa ng consistent na table sa Google Spreadsheet para ma-organize natin yung data natin ng maayos. So, ano bang po pwede nating subukan? Let's try expenses. Siguro. Ayan ano. Sulat tayo ng mga bagay na pinagkakagastosan natin and then kung magkano na yung nagastos natin. So, try natin. Rent, maybe. So, groceries. Tax, maybe. Tax. Or subscriptions. Loans. Yan. Or insurance. Tapos, sulat tayo ng mga amount. Rent natin is, let's say, it's 18,000 pesos. Groceries is 3,000 sa isang buwan. Gawin natin siguro 10,000. Yan. Sa tax, we paid, for example, 2,500 for the tax. For the subscriptions, we did 1,500 and we paid some loans. We are 3,600 and then sa insurance, humulog tayo. Let's say 1,000 pesos. Ayan. Okay? And then we have the total sa ibaba. Alright? So, yung pinaka-basic is if we wanted to get the total is we're just going to select the range that we wanted to get the sum. So, gusto natin ito-total natin si rent, si grocery, si tax, si subscription, si loans, at saka si insurance. So, iselect lang natin yung mga amount dito. Ayan. And then, right here, you will see this icon sa dulo dito sa part na ito. You can simply just select sum. So we can get the total. Then just press enter. Okay, so meron na tayong total. Kapag binago natin yung mga amount dito, for example, we just wrote 2,000 pesos. Yan, makikita nyo to sa baba. Maigi, lakihan ko ha. Mag-a-adjust din yan. So, let's try 1,700. Ayan. Sa loans, let's do it as 3,200. Ayan. Napapansin nyo, nagbabago yung amount dito sa baba. Alright? Pwede nyo palang i-zoom in by clicking on Control and then plus sa inyong screen or i-zoom out. Control plus yung minus sa inyong keyboard. So, yan. Zoom in, zoom out. Or you can just press Control and then yung wheel sa inyong mouse, wheel up plus control or control plus wheel down. Ayan. Zoom in, zoom out. Or yung plus sign and minus sign. Yan. Alright. So, balik natin sa 100%. Lakihan natin konti. Ayan. 120%. And then, usually, kapag gumagawa tayo ng expense report na monthly, lalagyan natin ng buwan sa taas, right? Ayan, buwan sa taas. February, March. Medyo tasking lang kapag inisa-isa mo siya. So, mas maganda kung delete muna natin to and then let's just click on January and then i-drag natin siya pa right. See? Nag-auto-populate na siya. It works for months, for days. Yeah, days. Yan. See that? It works for months and for days. So, let's just drag it until makarating tayo sa December. Oops, sumobra. So, delete na natin tong dalawa. Okay? And then, let's just put numbers right here. So, drag ko na lang siguro to. Yan. 18,000 pesos. And then, we spent 12,000 on the grocery. Sa tax is just 1,700. Subscriptions 1,500. Loans 3,200. Insurance 1,000. And then just Drag lang natin siya. Drag, drag. Ayan. Pwede naman yun. So, drag lang natin. Let's just populate this whole table and then iba-ibahin lang natin. So, 11,000, 10,000, 13,100, 8,000, ayan. Sa subscriptions, nadagdagan tayo. Kunyari na subscription, naging 2,000 na to, 2,000, 2,000. Drag lang natin hanggang December. And then, we're going to have the total right here. Okay? So, once again, we wanted to get the total, right? Yan, si total. Just like here. So, total ng lahat ng rent from January to December. So, once again, we're just going to select the range na gusto nating kuhanin yung total. Go to here, to this icon functions right here, dito sa UI bar. And then select sum. And then makikita nyo na magsasuggest ng autofill si Google Sheets. You can just simply select yung check and then automatic na siyang mag-fill, or you can just drag the formula down. Yan, drag lang natin yung formula pababa. And then as usual, ito, pwede natin ulit i-drag to the right. Pag ganon. Ayan. Para kukunin niya yung total ng bawat buwan. Pwede naman natin gawin na ganito. Di ba yung una, ganyan yung ginawa natin. Tapos sum, right? Pwede naman natin isa-isahin. Yan. Sum, sum, sum. Medyo matrabaho lang. So, mas madali kung gagawin mo, kasi nagawa na natin itong una, drag lang natin yung formula to the right. So, now you have your table already. Ayan. So, nakuha mo na yung total from January to December ng rent, January to December ng groceries, and then yung kada buwan, meron ka na ring total. Okay? So, kailangan natin siguro itong lagyan ng pangalan, no? Categories, maybe. Yan, categories. And then, format na natin siya. Medyo, hindi lang kasi ganun, medyo masakit sa mata tingnan kasi masyadong basic. And there's nothing much that we can, parang, hindi siya ganun kadaling intindihin, right? So, let's just format it. Let's insert a row above and then adjust natin yung row size. Yung dimension, ayan. So, select natin to hanggang dito. Tapos, let's just click on this icon right here to merge the cell. Ibig sabihin ng merge is one or more cell, yung two or more cells, gagawin lang natin isa. We're going to merge it. Okay? So, let's write expense report. Expenses, maybe. Expenses, like so. And then, select natin lahat. Siguro gusto ko to gawing naka-center. Tapos, ang vertical align is hindi nasa baba, kundi nasa gitna. Like so. And then, gusto ko, kapag sumobra yung sulat ko dito, kaysa doon sa size, like, kunyari ganito yung size ng aking column, sobra, right? Gusto ko, mag-a-adjust yung aking cell size. So, irarap natin siya like so. Yan. Pwede yan. So, babalik na natin. Ayan. Para ma-size natin siya ng maayos. And then, itong categories, gusto ko nandito siya nakagilid. Right. So, medyo mas okay na. We can select all and then, pwede tayong pumili ng iba't ibang fonts right here in this area. If wala tayong mahanap na gusto nating font, pwede nating i-click tong more fonts sa taas. Tapos, maraming fonts dyan na pwede mong pagpilian. So, marami yan. Hindi lang yan. Marami. maglo-loading lahat siya. So, si Google Sheets is marami siyang ino-offer na iba't ibang klase ng font na magaganda. So, depende sa kung anong gusto mong font. And what I usually use is si Fig 3. Kasi it looks like Monday.com for some reason. And it looks really, really neat. So, adjust lang natin to kasi this is a header. So, lakihan lang natin. Gawin natin 20 maybe. And then, let's make it bold. Ayan. And then, dito sa taas, gusto natin malaman na mapag-iba yung ma-indicate natin na, hey, ito yung mga buwan sa taas, ito yung mga header, ito yung mga categories. So, let's just format it. Usually, iniiba nila yung kulay dito eh. Or, nilalakihan ng konti yan. Pwede natin gawin yan. Depende sa gusto mo. And this is my personal favorite. I'm just gonna remove these lines. Nakikita nyo ba yung mga lines na yan? Meron siyang border, right? Pwede mo siya alisin. Hindi mo siya makikita. Pero nandiyan pa rin sila. So, go to view, show, grid lines. Uncheck natin si grid lines para mawala yung grid lines. And then, we can simply select this whole table. Then, punta tayo dito sa borders. Select tayo ng ibang border color. This is my personal favorite. Si light gray too. Pwede nating piliin kung gaano kakapal yung border. Pwedeng ganito kanipis, pwedeng medyo makapal, pwedeng dash lines, dotted, or yung double lines. So, ito personal favorite ko tong single na thin line. And then, I'm just gonna select all borders. Yan. So, meron na tayong border. Right? And then, iibahin ko lang ng konti ng kulay. Pada-darken ko lang ng konti. Ayan. Yun. Tapos, ito, darken din natin. Ayan. So, para meron na siyang difference. And then, the whole table, outer borders lang. So, we have our table na ganyan na siya. And then, dito sa total, para may pagkakaiba din. Ayan. Ayun. So, we can do it like so. Ito, pwede natin i-darken ng konti yung kanyang background fill color. So, gawin lang natin light gray. And this one right here is gagawin din natin light gray. Maybe a lighter gray. Ayan. Or sige, pag yan, magkamukha na lang sila. Pwede naman yan. Or you can darken it too. It's really up to you. Darken it like so. Yan. Like so. Yan. Pwede naman. It's really up to you. So, gawin mo na lang itong bold. Bold. So, pwede mo siyang pindutin Control B to make it bold. Ayan. Or pindutin mo lang to. Itong icon na to sa taas, yung B. You can make it italic. Pwede mong i-strike through. It's really up to you. Pero ito yung personal favorite ko, nakaganyan lang. Alright. And then, all of these, ang personal favorite ko is wala siyang background. That's just me. I don't want them to have a background. And then, since we're dealing with currencies, so it's really up to you kung anong currency na gagamitin mo. Punta ka lang, select mo lang tong lahat ng may numbers. Go to Format, Number. Tapos, pili ka lang ng currency, Custom Currency. Yan. Pwede kang pumili ng Philippine Peso, Malaysian Ringgit. Ayan. Nandito na lahat ng klase ng currency na pwede mong pagpilian. So, pwede naman tayo pumili ng Philippine Peso. Yan. Or sa akin, personal favorite ko, I just go with Format, Number, and then I'm just going to select Number. Yan. Tapos, baguhin natin yung font color because we don't want it to be yung parang itim na itim. Gawin lang natin medyo slightly itim. Pwede natin laruin yung font size, palitin natin, or palakihin. Gusto ko tong font size na 9 for numbers. Yan. Pwede rin natin gawin na itong part na to is naka-align to the left para meron siyang parang consistency. Ayan. Okay? Tapos baguhin natin itong nasa taas. Pwede natin i-darken like so. Ayan. So, meron na tayong table for the expenses. Meron na tayong formula ng mga total sa gilid at saka sa baba. And that's it. Sobrang dali lang, di ba? Yan. So, pwede ka ring mag-delete. Pwede kang mag-delete ng column sa gilid. Yan. Just delete columns O to Z. Yan. Pwede ka ring mag-delete ng rows. Select mo lang to. Pwede mong i-drag pababa to select all the rows na hindi mo gusto. Or, you can simply select one row and then on your keyboard, on your keyboard, press Control, Shift, and the arrow button down para ma-select lahat ng rows pababa. And then right-click, delete rows 10 to 1001. So, meron ka ng table na ganyan. Pwede ka rin maglagay ng border, so it's really up to you. Column to the left. We add column to the right. We add one row sa baba. We add one row sa taas. Okay? Select lang natin yung buong column. Reset natin yung kulay para maging puti ulit. Itong part na to, gusto natin puti din. Itong part na to, gusto natin puti din lang lahat. Tapos, resize na natin yung ating column. Okay, gusto ko ganyan lang yung size niya. Tapos, itong kabila, maliit lang din yung yan. Yan, liitan lang natin. Tapos, itong part na to is ganun din, maliit lang. So, yan. You have a really nice looking table na. Lagay natin ng border. Pwede rin naman. Ayan, lagay natin ng border. Like so. So, ayan. Meron na tayong expenses na table. Really nice. Meron na rin mga totals. Meron na rin mga buwan. At ang kagandahan dito guys, if we drag the formula, if we drag the cell, yung mga values ng mga buwan, pwede kang hindi naman mag-start dyan sa January. Pwede kang mag-start sa ibang buwan. For example, start ka sa March. Pwede naman yun. Tapos, drag mo na lang. Ayan. Mag-a-adjust pa rin siya. Drag natin hanggang dito. Ayan. Mag-a-adjust naman siya. So, it's fine. Control Z to undo. Or just click on undo. Ayan. Dito sa part na to, redo, undo. Pwede naman yun. Okay? So, next lesson, we're going to learn about formulas ni Google Sheets. And that will be our lesson number 2. See you there. Bye!